Hello, colleagues. I want to address the legitimate concerns regarding our system decision to require COVID-19 vaccine for all staff. I appreciate the messages you have sent, seeking clarification, providing different perspectives, and expressing support for the decision. I remain fully committed to vaccination for our staff because it supports our mission to serve our community. And I respect your perspective if you disagree. The decision will not change because our vision, our purpose, and our mission are not changing. This decision is clearly the best way, based on years of vaccine research and rigorous data collection, to ensure the safest care for our patients in our communities, to protect you and your colleagues, and to limit workforce absences that place additional burden on staff left to care for patients. While facts are poor persuaders for those who have already set their beliefs, I do want to clear up misconceptions I have heard frequently. The vaccines continue to be extremely effective at limiting hospitalization and death from COVID-19, including the Delta variant. Vaccinated people can get infected by the Delta variant and can transmit it. However, the risk of this is at least 3 times higher in unvaccinated people. The Delta variant is significantly more infectious than previous strains. Thus, our measures of masking, distancing, and hand hygiene, while still necessary, are inadequate by themselves to keep us and our patients as safe as possible. And unvaccinated people face a significantly greater risk of severe illness, which may include hospitalization, ICU admission, and death. We are also seeing more younger and generally healthier patients in the ICU with COVID than the prior surge, almost all of them unvaccinated. This statistic continues to startle and sadden me. 630,000 Americans have died from COVID since the beginning of the pandemic, and more than 4.5 million people have died worldwide. The Pfizer vaccine has been fully approved by the FDA and recommended by the CDC for people aged 16 and older. Gunderson has not received, nor will we receive, any payment from any entity as an incentive to implement a vaccine requirement. This is completely a leadership decision related to our mission. About 5.5 billion COVID-19 vaccine injections have been given worldwide. Like many vaccines, each of the COVID-19 vaccines have mild side effects, and there have been rare serious complications and deaths. Yet, the risks of hospitalization, disability, and death from the vaccines are all much lower than contracting COVID-19 in all age groups. Finally, there is no constitutional right to refuse vaccination. It is settled law from 1905, a case about requiring smallpox vaccine, and confirmed by the U.S. Supreme Court in August that vaccination can be required as a condition of employment for communicable diseases that unvaccinated people can transmit to others. These are the facts, and they provide the support for requiring COVID-19 vaccination in health workers and at Gunderson. But again, the primary reason for the requirement is that it supports our mission. I acknowledge that for many of you, the facts are not sufficient to persuade you. The underlying emotions are fear and concern for individual freedom. We all have fear of the unknowns regarding COVID, emergence of new variants, whether we will be ill if infected, whether our families will be safe, fear about the rare side effects of the vaccine, and whether our lives will ever return to what we once knew. This fear lives in all of us, including me. But this is where courage comes in. Courage is not the absence of fear or the denial of fear. Courage is action in the face of fear. we have a special duty to serve our communities. With our mission comes a responsibility that is greater than any one of us. This has always required some risk and sacrifice. Through the past year, we have endured great challenges and faced them bravely together. We know our mission, and it is a purpose greater than ourselves. It brings incalculable value to our patients, their families, and our communities. It is what we do. To best continue this commitment, we must embrace all the tools that maximize our ability to deliver on this promise. It is clear this includes vaccination of our staff. Therefore, we have made it a requirement to serve our mission, courageously face our fear, and accept our responsibility to others. What we must do is not easy, but it is right. Finally, I sincerely hope that all our amazing staff consider this commitment to others and join in protecting each other and our community. It takes courage, and we are here to support you through this difficult time. I recognize there will be legitimate exemptions, and I encourage everyone to go through the process to evaluate those. I also recognize that some will choose to leave their colleagues, our patients, and the organization over this decision. I hope this is a very few. However, I encourage everyone to respect each other's perspectives as we go through this tough time together. Those who are hesitant are our colleagues, and we care for them. Extend each other grace in this time of trial. Remember that COVID-19 is the enemy, not each other. Everyone is entitled to make their choices. We will continue to serve our mission with whatever staff we have. If necessary, we will alter our services to match our staffing capacity until we can recruit additional colleagues. But we will not abandon our mission or our care for each other, and we will persevere together. I remain confident that although I cannot say when, I know we will eventually emerge victorious. The source of my confidence is the amazing compassion and dedication I have seen from our wonderful staff over 2 decades. This is the rock on which we stand, and we will always stand firm. Thank you, and take care.